Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. To start with, the dollar index overnight surges significantly to the upside after rebounding from the trend line, which comes in around 93.25, took out the resistance of 93.85 and on to claim its trophy at 94.40.45 after printing a high of 94.60. With still further upside potential, could see the dollar index now look towards a target of 95 to 97 as a potential target. So do keep very close watch to this index, as it would lead the way to most of the majors, which I'm holding for, which we move on to Euro now. The Euro's path accelerated to the downside after the ECB rate decision left its monetary policy stance unchanged to yesterday's meeting. The European Central Bank left interest rates at 0% as the market plummeted to a low of 116.39, and the dollar index posted one of its best rallies, as I've just outlined, to a high of 94.60. It is viewed that the downside potential still looms, with 116.30 being reached, could actually see the next target of 115.5. Any advances should find resistance now at 116.80.85. My view on the Australian dollar has been very much to 76.5. Well, as you can see, we are now challenging that level, so it's claimed its trophy. The bears are cheering as the market still presses the downside. If the dollar strength does continue, then we could be looking beneath 76.5 to 75.80 with a new objective of 75.25.35. But just be on your guard a little for those trading short, is that the RSI is extremely low, and previous times in August and also in May the market did stage a recovery. So we could see short-term buying. At this point I'll be trimming back a lot of my shorts if I'm trading that way, and I'll be looking to sell out fresh gains above 95, with a cap now seen at 74.45 to 55. But nevertheless, the dollar index is concerning to the bull case, which should put stress on other markets. Talking of which, dollar yen has recaptured the 114 handle and now looks towards the resistance of minor 114.20, with the key level at 114.55. And as you can see here, was a rejection and did fail. Still to note that we do have the geopolitical risks coming out from the markets, which terms, once a fresh update comes through, could still see the return of yen strength. So I'm a little bit cautious of being long above the 114 handle. Even though the US has encouraged the bulls a little, the technicals are still favouring a failed move to the upside, so we could easily see a pullback. My strategy is still to buy on dips though, so anywhere towards the low region of 113, I'll be looking to buy dollar yen. Well, the pound took a significant hit to the downside after the British CBI realised sales plummeted in October by a staggering 36 points, with an expected forecast of 14, previously was at 42. Now this figure was the worst seen since March 2009, and with the market selling off, now looks like we're in favour of seeing a move towards 130.80.85, which is where recently was rejected. I'm not a bear towards this level, purely for the fact if we do get a rate hike in November the 2nd, then this would put further case to bullish for sterling and see a rise up towards 132 to 134 and reassess from there. Well, of course, with the dollar index surging, the market for gold has plummeted and took out the level 70 and fell from the highs of 12.82 to 12.65, a whopping $17 fall. Now tonight we have the US advanced GDP, which is seen as a key indicator and could potentially be a market mover. Now if the market is strong against the US dollar, then we could see further tests to the downside and look towards 58.60, which is a key level, as a break beneath there would give further scope to the downside, and I would give concerns to a target of around $12.50 as a target. That being said though, we have seen good demand in the past And as I mentioned before about the geopolitical risks returning, could see gold as a safe haven pair recover back towards 69 to 76. Silver takes out the support at 80 and now looks towards the downside of $16.50 and reassess from there. It is viewed that further pressure may come towards the downside purely for the fact of the dollar strength. But towards this level, I do expect to see a recovery. Now, the downtrend starting to be established, comes in around $16.1995. And to wrap up, well, we have the oil looking toppy towards 53 to 53.5. It is viewed that the market will fail towards this level while the indicators still remain flat. So I'm expecting to see a pullback towards 52.20 or even down towards 51.5 and reassess from there. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great start to the day and a wonderful start to the new weekend.